in a cross-legged seat if that feels comfortable for you. If you prefer sitting up on a block or on a pillow or a blanket, I support that. If crossing the ankles doesn't feel great, find another seat that does feel more supportive for you sitting up nice and tall. Bring the hands to the thighs. And take a moment to consider how it is that you woke up this morning. And if you woke up sort of feeling really jazzed up from the week, maybe really energized, really kind of in lots of different ways. That can be a very positive, very active energy. Maybe you slept really well. It also could be that it was a really exhausting week and you feel a little stressed out and overwhelmed. If you're in that space, palms down on your thighs. If you woke up this morning and, at least if you're in New York, it is a very gray day, maybe feeling sort of depleted and drained from the week and it was a little more difficult to get out of bed, if you're in that space, palms up. That's where I started my day today, so I'm with you if you're on that boat. But just make that a deliberate choice that supports and also acknowledges how you're starting your practice today. Recognize that it's not good versus bad. There isn't a way to show up that's any better than any other. It's simply the matter of showing up. This practice welcomes us to the mat exactly as we are. On our best days, on our worst days, and every day in between. This practice is here to support you in whatever it is that you are going through today. This practice is here to hold space for you to move through it, to process, to learn to soften and accept. The practice is also here to help you transmute, to help you shift this energy, to shift the perspective. But all of it begins with awareness. Opening up to leaning into where it is that you're starting. The very first of the Yoga Sutras, Yoga Athanushasana. The exposition of yoga starts now. Not where you wish you were, not where you once were, where you one day will be. It begins right now. Join your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your chin in gratitude to yourself for showing up this morning. Gratitude to whatever it is and all of it that's going on with you this morning. And immense gratitude to this community, to one another, that we still come together, we still show up. We're still here to support one another just from a little further away at the moment. But that presence, that support, that love is so real, so strong. All together, take a full breath in through the nose. Feeling our collective power, open up your mouth and softly sigh it out. Inhale. As you exhale, place the hands, palms down on the knees. The eyes are either closed or there is a downward gaze. Sitting tall in the spine, draw your chin to your chest. Feel the weight of the hands. Slowly start to roll your head to the right. I always think of this like my right ear had a little secret to tell and I was trying to listen to it. Feel the left elbow heavy. As you tip your head back, it's more of a lifting the chin up. So we never collapse the cervical spine, but we do want to stretch out the throat. Roll your head over to the left ear to left shoulder. Feel that right elbow really heavy. Draw the chin back down to the chest. Roll your head over to the right. We'll stay here this time. Take that right hand and just drape it over your head so you touch your left ear. And then extend that your left arm to your left side. Spread the left fingers really wide. And as you carry your head a little heavier to the right, can that left arm just become a little longer? There is a gentle awareness as the shoulder blades draw down the spine, as the heart moves forward and up. Softly replace hands to the knees, roll your chin back to your chest. Roll your head to the left. As you tip your head back more, think of lifting the chin up. Really get that beautiful stretch through the front of the throat. Roll your head over to the right. That left elbow super heavy. Roll your chin to your chest. Roll your head to the left and you'll stay here. Take that left arm and just drape it over your head, touching the right ear. That right arm extends out to the right, palm is open. Spread the fingers as wide as you can. And again, as you carry the head a little more to the left, the right fingers reach a little more to the right. Really trace the pathway of that sensation. All the way from the base of the skull, through the neck, the arm, all the way down into the fingers. Just that reminder that it's all connected. We are all connected. Softly, hands to the thighs, roll your chin back to your chest. Bring your attention to the tip of your tailbone. Try to ground it down into the earth. Grounding down into the pelvis, slowly lift your head back up, stack it over your spine. Open the eyes and make your way to all fours, hands and knees. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Again, the fingers are spread really wide. Before we take cat-cows, just make circles with the body here. Just shifting the weight hand to hand, knee to knee. And then go ahead and switch the direction of those circles. It's kind of scanning over your space, taking it all in. And then as you come to center, it could be cat-cow. If cat-cow isn't quite satisfactory this morning, it could be something else. Maybe some lateral movement, maybe some circles, maybe a child's pose. Just start to tune into your own body. Start to lean into those curiosities. How would this feel? What if I do it this way? Start to turn up your Ujjayi Pranayama. With the lips sealed, pulling the breath in and out of the nose. Finding that constriction in the throat, start to turn up the volume of your breath. Let's meet each other in a downward facing dog yogis. Toes tucked, hips up and down. The hands are shoulder width apart. However, if your shoulders are feeling a little tight this morning, Take your hands wider than that, of course. In your downward facing dog, bend your knees. With your knees bent, try to lift your hips up to the ceiling and see if you can move your belly towards your thighs. Let your head just dangle off of your spine. Push the floor away. Now as you lift your hips high, lift your heels. Hollow out your belly, chin to the chest, ripple forward to a plank pose. Shoulders over fingertips, eyes to the top of the mat. Together here we inhale. Exhale, bent knee down dog, belly to thighs, butt in the air. Chin to chest, inhale, ripple it forward, plank. Bend the knees, exhale, down dog. You take it at your pace. It may be really slow and luxurious. You may start to speed it up. Whatever it is, it's what you need it to be. Whatever it is, it's with your breath. We're going to meet one another in a plank pose, my loves. In your plank pose, take a full breath in, push the ground away. As you exhale, sweetly lower knees, chest and chin. Point the toes, slide it all the way through low cobra. Shoulders roll back, the heart lifts up. Press into the feet so much that your kneecaps lift, and then lift the heart just a little higher. Forehead to the mat, tuck your toes. In one straight line, press yourself up, plank pose. In your plank pose, just stack your right foot on top of your left. Stay here, inhale, make your entire body longer. As you exhale, it's down dog. Use that right foot to ground the left heel, so you get a little extra calf stretch. Inhale, shift it into your plank. Exhale to that down dog, press the left heel down. One more, inhale forward. Exhale, press up and back. Stay here, left heel down, inhale, right leg high. Open up that hip, bend the knee a lot. Right leg straight, square your hips. Place that foot forward between your thumbs. Left knee to the mat, point the toes. Anjaneyasana, arms reach up by your ears. Feel the top of your left foot press down. From there, can you roll your left hip forward and pull your belly up? Release the right arm outside the right hip. Let's take a side stretch over to the right. The fingertips may touch, they may not. Can you make it more about that left arm reaching? One more. Circle the hands to the top of the mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. As you inhale, open your chest, look forward. Without moving your feet, exhale, right leg straight. Maybe grab blocks for your hands. Inhale, bend your right knee, look forward. Exhale, the leg straight. Maybe you flex the foot. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, your right knee bends. Press into your hands silently, plank pose. In your plank pose, shift forward. In one straight line, lower all the way. Point the toes, press the feet down. Shoulders roll back, lift your chest, cobra, low, medium, or high. Wherever you are, the shoulders are away from the ears, the elbows hug in. Can you draw your abdominals up? Forehead to the mat. Tuck your toes, it's one straight line, press it up, plank pose. Stack your left foot on top of your right this time. Right here, inhale, make your body longer. Exhale that down dog, using the left foot to press the right heel down. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, down dog with that little extra calf stretch. One more inhale. Exhale. Stay here, right heel down, inhale, left leg lifts. Open up the hip, exhale, bend the knee a lot. Inhale, leg straight, hip square. Exhale, foot between your thumbs. Right knee to the mat, point the toes. Arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Press into the top of that right foot. Roll the right hip forward. Pull the belly in. Release left hand outside left hip. It's a side bend. And again, it's less about the left fingers reaching down. It's more about that right arm reaching up and over. Relax your face. And circle the hands to the top of the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Inhale, open your heart, look forward. Exhale, your left leg straight, fold over. Twice more, inhale, bend the knee, look forward. Exhale, legs straight, maybe flex the foot. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left knee bends. Strong arms, exhale, plank pose, step back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. This time, exhale, lower down just 1/3 of the way. Elbows squeeze in, eyes are forward for chaturanga. Point the toes, lift the heart up, dog. Press the feet down, lift the thighs a little higher. Downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. And that bend in the knees that we took in that first down dog is always appropriate. And there are days in my body where it just feels so good to bend the knees and really press through the arms. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, big step or jump forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, open your chest, look forward. Exhale, drop your head leg. Weight in the heels, inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, stand all the way up. Hands to your heart, close the eyes. Notice what's shifted already. Just by stepping onto the mat, a few simple moves. What have you already begun to shift? What have you already begun to feel more deeply? This practice is so powerful, not just for our bodies, but for our minds, for our hearts. Stay present in the magic. Stay present as you evolve, as you move through, as you transmute the energy in which you started with into the energy in which you wish to carry through your day. Take a full breath in. Softly open the mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Open your eyes, Surya Namaskara. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Plant hands, exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, up dog, press down into the hands and feet. Exhale, down dog, hips high. You've got 3 breaths. Feel the inner arches of the feet lift up. Feel the inner thighs of the legs spiral back. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet between thumbs. Inhale, lengthen spine, go more forward than you think you can. Exhale, engage the abdominals, fold all the way into you. Inhale the arms up, rise. Exhale, let's take it right back forward for round 2. Inhale, flat back, prepare. Plant hands, exhale, chaturanga. The elbows hug in, the eyes are forward. Inhale, up dog, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, down dog, hips up. You've got 3 breaths, enjoy them. Turning up that Ujjayi Pranayama. Breathing deeper, breathing more deliberately, breathing more powerfully. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, open up your heart. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale the arms up, see your hand. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart. Surya B variation, bend your knees, chair pose. Now in chair pose, it's your choice if the feet are together or hip distance. However, the distance of the knees is going to match the distance of the feet. From there, shift your hips just back a little bit more. With your hips back, inhale, reach through the fingers, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back, prepare. Plant hands, vinyasa of your choice. We'll meet in down dog. And from here on out, of course, these vinyasas are optional and open to variations. With square hips, lift that right leg straight behind you. Really try to roll the right hip down and then pull the left hip back. Place right foot next to right thumb for warrior 1. Left foot is flat, arms rise. Circle the arms behind your back, interlace right thumb on top. Straighten your front leg. I love flexing my front foot here. You could try that. Fist slide down, lift your heart, see something above you. Bend that right knee, humble warrior, bow forward. It's just 3 breaths, drop your head. Check that your torso is moving straight forward. It's not taking a detour to the left. Pressing into your back foot, inhale, warrior 1, arms up. Hands to the mat, vinyasa, take it or leave it. I'll see you in down dog. And with your hips square, that left leg lifts back. Roll the left hip down. See if you can pull your right hip crease more back. Left foot between the hands. Right foot flat, warrior 1, lift it up. Hands behind, this time it's the left thumb on top. Straight left leg, option to flex the foot. Fists reach down, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Humble warrior, bend your left knee, dive forward. Let your head go. Humble warrior. Humbly bowing to the warrior within you, to your strength, to your resilience, to your courage to be here. Inhale, warrior 1, arms by your ears. Hands to the mat, take a vinyasa, skip a vinyasa, make up a vinyasa. We meet in down dog. In your downward dog, lift your heels high, bend your knees. Light step or big jump forward. Inhale, lengthen spine, open heart. Open your mouth, exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees. Press the floor away, stand up. Hands to the heart. 1 breath, 1 movement, let's go. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, foot between the hands. Left foot flat, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind, right thumb on top. Straight front leg, inhale, big hearts. Bend the knee, exhale, humble, warrior. Inhale, warrior one, strong legs. Hands to the mat, exhale, chaturanga if you want it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind, left thumb on top. Straight front leg, inhale, lift your chest. Bend the knee, exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one, arrive, yogis. Hands to the mat, exhale, through your vinyasa, we meet in down dog. You got 3 breaths. Feel that heat, feel that energy, feel that tapas. That's the transformation, that's the shift. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, feet forward. Inhale, lengthen spine, open heart. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, stand up. Hands to your heart. Step or jump your feet mat distance apart. Malasana, come on down for your squat. The heels are down, the heart is up. With the elbows, press your knees out. I'm going to give you about a minute of self-practice here. I do ask that you keep the work on the mat. You could be sipping water, you could be taking child's pose, but just keep it on the mat. So you could stay. You could open your arms and take a twist one way and the other. You could work your crow pose, your tripod headstand. If you're feeling a little bit more on the low energy side, you could come with me. We're going to do a little bit of a energizing heat building flow, but you have a minute to do what you need to do. If you're coming with me, arms by your ears. Root the heels down, inhale, stand up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up, exhale down. You do what you need to do. You've got about 45 seconds. You can change your mind. You can try something else. If you're coming with me, that breath is super strong. We're building heat. We're creating change. Thirty seconds. Twenty seconds. Last 10. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Transition is your choice. Feel it. Whether you took that minute to ground and to calm, or to energize and lift, feel it. Take a big breath in. Letting something go, open your mouth side out. Inhale, right leg high. Open the hip, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, leg straight, hip square. Exhale, foot between the hands. Back foot flat, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind, right thumb on top. Straight front leg, inhale, open chest. Rebend the knee, exhale, lean forward, but look forward this time. Pivot off your left heel. Shift the weight forward, warrior three. See if you can keep your hands down. The shoulder blades are kissing together. As that left heel presses back, the chest moves forward. It's just 2 more, yogis. Keep your arms, bring your left knee to your chest. Cross left ankle on top of right knee, figure 4 chin. Circle the arms by the ears. Shift the hips back and down, reach the fingers forward and up. Sit a little lower. We're turning it into a tree pose. Slide that left foot up into the inner thigh or maybe the calf. Arms by ears. Maybe the gaze is slightly above the horizon. Where's the mind? Where's the breath? 2 more, maybe close the eyes. Close your left knee straight forward, lift it a little higher. Step your left foot back, high lunge, my loves. Pressing the floor away, inhale, right leg straight. Exhale, warrior 2. Eyes over right hand, you've got 5 breaths. Feel that energy between the fingertips. Feel that energy between the legs. There's this mutual pulling in and pulling apart. It's kind of where we're all at right now, isn't it? A mutual pulling in and pulling apart. Straighten your right leg. With your legs straight, reach your spine forward. Right hand down the right leg, left arm to the ceiling. And it has much less to do with how low you can get the right hand. It's so much more about how much space you can find in the sides of your waist. How much freedom you can find in the breath. And stay here, just bend that right knee over the ankle. Right fingertips could fit to the floor inside the foot. You could use a block, you could use your forearm, or you could use your thigh. Circle that left arm by your ear. Press into the back foot, roll the heart open. Maybe close the eyes. Keep that right knee bent, reverse warrior, long stretch. Stay in reverse, float that left hand up, grab your right wrist and just gently pull. Lunge into that front knee a little deeper. Gorgeous, circle your hands to the top of the mat. Lay your left knee down, point the toes. Lift your torso up. The left arm reaches up. Bend the left elbow, give yourself a pat on the back. That right arm will reach up from under. You can grab your shirt. This is a place if you have a towel or a belt or a necktie that would work. You could also grab your hands. Try to point the elbows north and south. Lift the chest, gazes slightly above the horizon. Breathe, yogis. Release the hands down to the mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Reach that right arm forward and up. Boomerang pose, turn all 10 toes to the right. That's both feet. Drop your hips down, reach that right arm back. The chest is really open. And then lift your hips, reach that arm by your ear. Let's flow with that one. Inhale, hips down, reach back. Exhale, hips up, reach forward. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. You can hold it here or heavying that left hand, step into side plank for 3. Chest is open wherever you are for 2. For 1. Right hand to the mat, it's a plank pose. Vinyasa, if you want it, down dog right away if that's more appropriate. Inhale, left leg high. Open the hip, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, leg straight, hips square. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Right foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands behind, left thumb on top. Straight front leg, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean forward, eyes forward. Moving forward, warrior 3, lift that right leg parallel to the floor. Focus the eyes. Feel yourself sort of hovering here. Looking over your space. Taking it all in. Keep your arms, bring your right knee up to your chest. Figure 4 chair, ankle over thigh, bend your left knee. Circle those arms up and alongside your ears. Shift the hips back and down. Reach the fingertips forward and up. We take it into our tree pose. Slide that right foot up into the left inner thigh or the calf or the ankle. Focus the eyes. If it's shaky, it's shaky. If you fall, you fall. If you're steady, you're steady. The yoga's now. The yoga doesn't start when you feel as though you're perfect in the pose. The yoga is the being imperfect in it. The yoga is the steadiness through the unsteady. That trust, no matter what. Turn that right knee forward, lift it higher. Step that right foot back into your lunge. Right here, inhale your left leg straight. Exhale, it's a warrior 2. Open yourself up. Eyes over left fingers, you've got 5 breaths. And if you're one of those people that is looking around your home right now, close the eyes. You choose where the attention is, and for right now, the attention's inward. Straighten your left leg. With your leg straight, reach forward, forward, forward. Left hand down, right arm high, extended triangle. And just visualize if your butt were against a wall. Can you lean your entire spine and head against that same wall? Stay here, just bend that left knee deeply over the left ankle. Left hand could be inside the foot, the forearm could be on the thigh. Take that right arm, reach it alongside your ear. Pressing down into the feet, turn the chest up. Keep your left knee bent, reverse your warrior. Stay in reverse, float that right hand up, grab your left wrist and lovingly lengthen yourself more. Circle the hands to the top of your mat. Lay your right knee down, point the toes. Just lift your torso up. Lift the right arm up. Bend the right elbow, hand to upper back. Left arm reaches up from under, and again, it's your shirt, it's a prop, maybe it's your hands. To the best of your ability, the elbows are due north and south. Press down into both feet, lift the belly, the chest, the gaze. Relax your jaws. Release the hands down to the top of the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Sweep that left arm forward and then up to the ceiling. Now turn all 10 toes to the left. I know that seems a little complicated at first. And then hips dip down. Just reach towards the back of your mat. This is called boomerang pose. And then pressing down into your left heel and right hand, lift your hips and arc that arm by your ear. We do 2 more. Inhale, hips down, reach back. Exhale, hips lift, reach forward. 1 more, it's like a dance. Inhale and exhale. And you choose to stay here, or you choose to step your left foot into side plank. You're breathing. Left hand to the mat, it's a plank pose, vinyasa, take it or leave it. Big breath in. Bigger breath out. Inhale, right leg rises. Open the hip and bend the knee. You can stay here, maybe circle that leg or ankle. Maybe flip your dog all the way upside down for rock star. If you flipped over, retrace. Down dog split, my loves. Right foot between your hands. Left foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. Same arms, bend the left elbow, hand to upper back. Right arm reaches around. Left arm is up, right arm is down. Straight right leg. Maybe flex the foot, lift the chest. Rebend the knee, lean forward, look forward. Try these arms. Warrior 3, shift forward. The yoga's now. In this crazy, weird variation of a pose, this is the yoga. This is the ability to practice finding your steadiness, to practice finding your trust. Keep your arms, bring your left knee to your chest. Cross the left leg on top. Open your arms wide, it's an eagle pose. Left elbow wraps under. Hips back and down, move the elbows forward. Maybe you lift up, maybe you wrap in, that's your choice. Breathe. Sit lower. And let's pass through a half moon, my loves. Unwrap that left leg. Left leg reaches back as you open up to the left. Keep going, keep going. You have more space in you. Warrior 2. Yeah, inhale that right leg straight. Exhale, toes to the long edge of the mat, hands to the hips. Tailbone wraps down, inhale, lift your heart. Long spine, fold over your legs. Release your hands and your head. You've got 8 breaths to do whatever it is that you need to do here. You could go upside down, you could bend the knees, you could hold the ankles or crawl the hands through the legs or just hang. Breathe. 3 more, enjoy where you are. If you lifted your legs with control, bring them down. Everyone, hands under shoulders, lengthen your spine. Crawl your hands to your right foot, turn the toes forward. Now heel toe your right foot all the way to the right edge of your mat. We're going to work on lizard pose. You choose if you keep the back knee lifted or drop it down. You're going to walk your hands forward and lower your forearms down to the mat. Now, if the floor seems impossibly far away, there's nothing wrong with you, but use something. Use a block, use books, use whatever it is that you have. You could use a big pillow maybe. Relax your jaw. Maybe you play around a little bit, shifting the hips from side to side. If you tend to hold tension in your neck, maybe you gently roll your head around. And definitely breathe. That's all it is, it's just breath. Just 2 more. We're going to meet one another in a forearm plank. With your forearms on the mat, step back into your plank pose. If you are using props, just move them out of the way. From your forearm plank, land your thighs and your hips, point your toes, Sphinx pose. I almost always need to crawl my arms a little more forward here for space. Spread the fingers, lift out of your shoulders, pull the heart forward. The chin is slightly tucked so the cervical spine is long. You can stay. Maybe press into your hands, lift the elbows an inch. Maybe another inch. Maybe you straighten the arms, but if there is any compression in the low back, please put your elbows on the floor. For 3. Shoulders away from the ears for 2. Lengthen tailbone towards heels for 1. If you lifted the elbows, lay them down. Lay yourself all the way flat, hands outside the chest. Choose to move through an up dog, a plank, or a child's pose. We'll meet in downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, take a huge breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it all the way out. Inhale, left leg high. Open the hip and bend the knee. You could stay here, you could circle that leg or foot, you could flip it upside down. If you flipped over, retrace your steps. Down dog, split, big inhale. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Right foot flat, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, bend your right elbow, hand to upper back. Left arm wraps around from under. So it's right arm up, left arm down. Straight left leg, maybe flex the foot, inhale, look up. Rebend the knee, lean forward. Move forward, it's that funky warrior 3. You're trying to get your back leg and your torso parallel to the floor. Allow it to challenge you, allow it to take you out of your comfort zone. That's where we grow, that's where we evolve. Keep your arms, bring your right knee to your chest. Cross that right thigh on top, open the arms. Right arm wraps underneath, full eagle pose, sit low. Elbows move forward. Maybe you lift up, maybe you round in. Sit a little lower. We're passing through that half moon. Unwrap your right leg. Open up the arms, turn to the side of your mat. Just keep opening yourself up. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Warrior two. Inhale, left leg straight. Exhale, toes to the right, hands to the hips. Tailbone down, inhale, lift your chest. Long spine, fold forward. Drop your head, drop your hands. You've got about 5 breaths this time. Take what you need. Hands under shoulders, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, crawl to your left foot. Heel toe that left foot to the left edge of the mat. Setting up our lizard pose. Again, back knee could be lifted or lowered. Walk your hands forward and then bring your forearms down to the mat. Or to blocks or to books or whatever it is that you've got to work with. Just be sure here that your left heel is on the floor. If it's off the floor, you just need to move the foot more forward. Maybe you've closed the eyes. Maybe you're curious about the shape and you kind of move around in it. Maybe you feel like all you've done all week is run around and right now what you want is to be still. The yoga is in discovering what you need and creating it, creating the space for it. Two more. One more time, we're going to meet in a forearm plank. Step that left foot back. The forearms are down, the palms are spread wide. You have 10 breaths and you could spend them in your forearm plank. You could send them back in your Sphinx pose. You could take dolphin pose, walk your toes forward, lift your hips up. You could practice your forearm stand. You could practice your headstand. You have 10 breaths. If you are practicing an inversion, be sure that you are safe in your space. Five more breaths, yogis. Child's pose is where we're headed. Three more. Just one more, you've got this. Let's meet up in child's pose. In your child's pose, take your arms alongside the legs so the shoulders can rest. Forehead to the mat. If the forehead isn't reaching the mat, grab yourself a pillow or a blanket or something for it. And then turn your right ear onto the mat. Just a very passive neck stretch. And turn your left ear onto the mat. And turn your forehead onto the mat. Circle the arms around and forward. Crawl the fingers forward as far as you can. Stay really low, look forward to your hands. Stay really low, slide all the way through to your belly. On your belly, interlace the fingers behind your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so the shoulders lift. Lift your fist off your butt and reach back. Reaching through the fists, lift the chest. Option to lift the legs, but if that puts any compression in the low back, the feet stay down. Engage your abdominals, lift a little higher. And let it go. Drop your hands, drop your head, take big breaths into the low back. And turn your forehead to the mat. Either interlace the fingers for Shalabhasana once more, or bend your knees, reach back and grab a hold of your feet or your ankles. When you are ready, shoulder blades kiss together. Reaching back, lift up. Think more of getting longer rather than lifting higher. The height will come. Relax your face, 2 more. Let it go. Opposite cheek to the floor, maybe wiggle your hips right and left. And keep your head in the same direction, just flip yourself over onto your back. On your back, go ahead, hug your knees into your chest. Gently massage your back right and left. Circle the knees away from one another. And just feel everything heavy now. Switch the direction. Hugging the right knee and stretch the left leg straight. Take that right knee across your body for a twist. Begin to make your exhales longer than your inhale. Very deliberately slowing down the nervous system. Come through center to switch sides. You'll bring your left knee in and take that left knee across to twist. And on your back, happy baby pose. Prioritize the back of the pelvis flat on the mat. Maybe a little bit of rocking side to side. Maybe you extend one leg straight and then the other, maybe both. Bring your knees together, wrap the arms around the shins. And find your final resting place. You could stretch your legs long on the mat. You could bend the knees. You could find a seated meditation if that seems more desirable. Address any little adjustments that need to be made in the body. Take a full breath in through your nose. Softly open your mouth inside out. Yoga Atha Nushasana. The exposition of yoga is now, is in the stillness, is in the letting go. Notice how you feel. From the moment that you started the practice to now, what's shifted? What's been awakened? What's been released? What's maybe been realized? As you begin to deepen the breath, start to move sweetly through the body. And gently bending your knees. And you'll find your way up to sit. And join your hands in front of your heart. Bow your chin in gratitude to yourself, to finding this time to prioritize you. The light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining this morning. I hope you